Welcome to the Thriving Mindfully podcast. You are about to enter into a podcast experience that is more than just a podcast. It's a movement, y'all. It's a movement. It's a movement that is inspiring and empowering you to be present, well, and the real you. And so before you dive deep into this podcast, I invite you to open your heart, open your ears. If you believe in the third eye, open that third eye and tune into these words in this poem, Thriving Mindfully. Spirit is moving through me with an intense creativity. It's pouring forth. There's so much. It's overflowing. And it's coming from inside me and in the midst of community. It's reminding me of the sacred gift of communing with myself, you, and how we are connected to each other. Being in the body, being in the breath, being present as fuck to it all. The sunshine, the rain, the light, the darkness, the joy, the pain, the all of it all, and not knowing what will come next. So I find shelter in my heart. I find shelter in my community. That's you, that's me, that's we, that's us. The places that bring me back to the practice of being present, being well, being the real me. That practice that allows me to tap into my birthrights of mindfulness, self-care, self-worth, self-love, and so much more. That practice that allows me to be connected to you and you to me so that we become us in community. We breathe in and we breathe out. And together we're being present in our bodies, present in our breath, making it possible for all of us to be, feel, think, speak, and show up vulnerably in the now as we damn well please. We are co-creators of sacred space, offering each other the gift of our presence, listening, sharing, learning, growing, individually and collectively, as we move about Mother Earth at our own pace, thriving mindfully with gratitude and grace. Welcome to the Thriving Mindfully podcast. My name is Ananda Leeke, and I am happy to be your hostess with the mostest in mindfulness, self-care, wellness, creativity, and more. Tune into the conversations that I'm having with people just like you and the conversations that I'm having with myself about being present, well, and the real us. Tune in. Welcome to Season 7 of the Thriving Mindfully podcast. This is Ananda Leeke, and it's been a minute since I've been in contact with you, since we connected, since we've built community and this movement together. This is a true gift that I've been given in my ministry of Thriving Mindfully and Ananda Leeke Consulting, my wellness company. It is a pleasure to be back, and so I want to share with you that things are shifting. Things are always shifting. Stuff is changing inside and outside of me and inside and outside of you. And so Season 7 is a deep journey. It's an adventure, y'all. And it is born out of the cocoon that I've been living in for the last several months. My mom and loving, wise, and well ancestor, Theresa B. Gartin Leeke, made her transition on July 9th. 2023 at 6:46 p.m. in my presence. I had the gift to be present, to serve as her spiritual midwife. as she walked from this life into the life of an ancestor. And my mom is with me as I record this podcast, and as I move forward, I am taking my time and being soft as fuck with myself as I get used to life without her in the physical realm on Mother Earth. And it ain't easy. It ain't easy. And I plan to share what I am experiencing and learning and how it is expanding my thriving mindfully, this heart-centered approach to being present well in the real me, and how it can help you be present well in the real you in your life, relationships, and career. So get ready, y'all. We are stepping into a new territory. A new chapter is starting now. Join me in Thriving Mindfully in Season 7. Stay tuned for more. So today, as I come back to the podcast, as I step outside of my cocoon of grieving with grace and gratitude, honoring my mother and loving, wise, and well ancestor, Theresa B. Gartin Leeke, I want to share, as Theresa's daughter, thriving mindfully as Theresa's daughter, some insights that have come to me as I move forward in my life. And so it has occurred to me that now that my mom is an ancestor, I'm being called to be a full adult. And at 58 years old, I thought I was an adult. But let me tell you, I'm learning as Theresa's daughter that my adulthood is starting. And what has come to me as a form of grounding is an acronym. Y'all know, if you've been listening to me, I love acronyms. And the phase that I'm into, this next chapter, one of the ways that I am navigating it is understanding my new role in my life as a full-grown adult at 58. And that new role is as a strategic CEO. Now, let me tell you, first of all, this ain't your typical gonna get you in a business state of mind, a career state of mind. This is about life, relationships, and you can apply it to your career and business. Let me tell you what strategic CEO means to me. And then I want to invite you to explore what it means to you, or if you have another way of identifying how you're showing up as an adult in your life. So now, let me tell you, strategic CEO, that has been coming to me, and it brings together all of my 58 years marinating in this gumbo of lessons from my mom and my dad, John F. Leeke, my mom, Theresa B. Gartin Leeke, and my dad, John F. Leeke. And so, strategic CEO, the S is you show up as the real you. That means that as a strategic CEO, you are self-aware, you're self-defined, you give yourself self-love, you are self-worth oriented, you know your worth, and you celebrate yourself. So self-celebration is a major component of you showing up as the real you. That S is show up as the real you with self-awareness, self-definition. You define yourself, you love yourself, you value yourself with your self-worth, and you celebrate yourself. The T is take great care of yourself by being what? Soft as fuck. That means you slow down and you offer yourself freedom today and every day. That freedom is the deep breath, is owning and expressing your birthright of self-care by taking one of the 1,440 minutes that you get each and every day to honor your spirit, your heart, your mind, your body. It's practicing thriving mindfully. The R is resource yourself. That means get the support that you need from the people, the experiences, the education, the tools, the products, the services, the coaching, the therapy, the training. You get what I'm saying? Resource yourself. Get the support you need. Don't try to do it on your own. Get the help that you need. Ask for help. Receive it. The A is align yourself with the seasons and the systems that help you take action and accountability for your life, for your choices, for what you are creating. The T is trust yourself and your higher power to speak and think and feel and do for yourself in divine order. The E is evolve daily with commitment, courage, compassion, and creativity. Did you hear me? Evolve. I say evolve because I'm always blown away with change, even though I know that change is a core part of being human. Change invites evolution. So we, as strategic CEOs, grown folk, adults, people committed to being spiritually and emotionally mature, we gotta embrace evolving, y'all. We gotta embrace evolving. So the E is evolve daily with commitment, courage, compassion, and creativity. Because evolution ain't easy, y'all. It ain't easy. You can have a commitment to it, but it ain't easy. So it means that you got to be courageous. You got to come from your heart. You also got to give yourself compassion because you're going to fall down and get up. You're going to struggle. And evolution change is messy, y'all. And bring some creativity to it. Your own version of evolution. Not what you've read, what you think, or what someone has told you. It's from a lived place. It's from a lived experience. So evolve daily with courage, commitment, compassion, and creativity. And not necessarily in that order, but evolve. You get what I'm saying. The G is give yourself grace and gratitude moments daily. Why? Because it is really easy to beat ourselves up, to criticize ourselves, to let our inner critics run wild all over the place, and to take up so much space in our mind that we forget that we are doing the best that we can and that we are human beings, not human doings. And part of being a human being is getting messy, falling down, getting up, doing stuff, saying stuff, feeling stuff that may not be for our highest and greatest good. It may land us in places that create discomfort, that create pain, that ultimately teach us, but it ain't easy and it ain't fun. So giving yourself grace and then gratitude. Sometimes we move so fast that we forget, or we're looking at what we don't have, or what we aren't, that we forget to be grateful for who we are right now, who we've been, what we have, and what we've had. The I is impact one person or more each day. And this is really important for me because I've struggled with what success is. And I've used society's definition of success for most of my life. And it has fucked me up royally. It is a definition of success that is buried in colonization, buried in white supremacy, buried in conditioning from society, from expectations, from family, from peers, from what I think I should be as a African American woman of a certain age, 58 to be exact. It ain't been easy. And I'm continuously unpacking the conditioning, the colonizing of this white supremacist capitalist society that I live in and that I breathed in, this toxicity. And it's a daily opportunity, and it can be a struggle sometimes. But one of the things that I started to do, especially during the pandemic, is that I started to look at the pressure that I was putting on myself. And with the help of my coach and my therapist, my Thriving Mindfully community, my soul family, my parents, my brothers, my sisters, I've been able to begin to redefine success and swap out the word success for impact, and to do what my mom says and what my dad says. Do good work, impact one person. That could be an action of a smile. It could be actually doing something. It could be a thought, a prayer, an affirmation, positive energy, just shining your light into the universe. It doesn't have to be this big, huge thing. Just impact one person, a kind word, a compliment, maybe just listening to someone. Impact one person or more each day. And then the C in strategic is communicate and connect with others honestly and ethically. Honestly and ethically. And this is really important for me, to communicate and connect with others honestly and ethically. And I've struggled with communicating and connecting honestly. It's not always easy, especially when you tell yourself stories, like I tell myself stories, or I don't think that I can show up as the real me and say what it is, or I'm worried about hurting somebody's feelings, or just telling myself stories that the stuff ain't true. And so I get blocked, and it blocks me in showing up and communicating and connecting with others honestly and ethically. Then there's the fear that can show up to stop me from communicating and connecting with others honestly and ethically. And so that's strategic. Now, I got another acronym for CEO. Let me hip you to that. So when I think of CEO, it's not the way that I thought about growing up reading Black Enterprise in the 1970s, and as I moved into this idea of and desire and dream of being a lawyer and then a business person, an entrepreneur. It's not what I learned. It ain't nowhere near what I learned, what I breathed in from society. CEO for me is a person who chooses to embody abundance fully. A person who chooses to express abundance fully. A person who chooses to experience abundance fully. So CEO, the C is choose to embody, express, and experience abundance fully. And guess what? You get to define abundance. You get to define abundance, because what abundance is for me, Ananda Leeke, with the nickname Puff, is completely different than what abundance is for you. So there you go. The E is elevate your mindset. Elevate your mindset. The word elevate for me means rise above the shit you've been telling yourself that's keeping you stuck. Elevate your mindset. Elevate your mindset by deciding, making an intention to move beyond the limits that you have been given by society, that you've taken on, that you've inherited from your ancestral line, that you learned from your family. No shade to our family and our ancestors that you have breathed in that are not your own. Elevate your mindset. Take what you define as abundance and begin to look at the thoughts, the attitudes, the beliefs that you have. Are they in alignment with what you define as abundance? And to begin to choose to think higher, to expect more for yourself. And I'm going to go into this a lot deeper in some other episodes. So today I'm just showing you or introducing you to what strategic CEO means to me. The O in CEO is offer your gifts and expertise in service to humanity. For me, when I hear that, offer yourself, offer your gifts and your expertise in service to humanity, that is my mama. That is Theresa B. Gartin Leeke speaking to me. My mom served. Her ministry was sharing her gifts in education, music, and as a leader. She did it, y'all. She did it. She served her students that she was a principal of and a teacher of in 2 Catholic schools. She served her church as the gospel choir founder and director for 53 years. She expanded and created the liturgical music ministry with all kinds of learning opportunities where she taught and mentored children and adults. She managed the liturgical music ministry for the church. 53 years of service in that role. And then serving Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated as a local leader, as a mentor, as an encourager, as an inspired person, as a cultured pearl for 63 years. No, 64 years, because she joined in 1959. 64 years of greater service, greater progress to greater women, making it a greater world. So when I hear the O, I'm thinking of my mama, Theresa B. Gartin Leeke. She taught me to offer my gifts and expertise in service to humanity. CEO, choose to embody, express, and experience abundance fully. You get to define abundance. The E is elevate your mindset, release what's getting in your way of having this abundance. Release what's getting in your way in your thoughts, your beliefs, your attitudes, and exchange what you release for a clearer mind with expectations of you deserve to have abundance. We're going to explore the mindset piece, elevating your mindset and how to do that in another episode. But for now, elevate your mindset. O That's offer your gifts and expertise in service to humanity. So that is the strategic CEO. And I'm going to run through it again. So the S in strategic CEO is show up as the real you. T is take great care of yourself. R is resource yourself. A is align yourself with the seasons and the systems that help you take action. T is trust yourself and your higher power to speak, think, feel, and do in divine order. E is evolve with commitment, courage, compassion, and creativity. G is give yourself grace and gratitude moments daily. I is impact one person or more each day. C is communicate and connect with others honestly and ethically. The CEO part is choose to embody, express, and experience abundance fully. The E is elevate your mindset. The O is offer your gifts and expertise in service to humanity. That is who I am becoming as a grown-ass woman, adulting at 58, in the midst of my second Saturn return as the woman known as Theresa's daughter, Ananda Leeke, Madeline Cheryl Leeke, with the nickname Puff. Yeah, all of that. So what does strategic CEO mean to you? Wherever you find this podcast episode, drop me a note and let me know, because I know I've just dropped some stuff right into your lap. And that's what I do here at the Thriving Mindfully podcast. I want to invite you to tune in to listen to messages that I have for you, offerings that are coming up. As I always like to say, I cannot do this Thriving Mindfully podcast, community, movement, the academy, my wellness company, Ananda Leeke Consulting. I cannot do it without you. So we are co-creating together, whether you are listening to the podcast, you meet me in person at different events, trainings, you show up for the Thriving Mindfully Academy events online, you become a Thriving Mindfully Academy member, you see things on social media, you hear a clip, you see it on YouTube, whatever it is, you're part of the community, you're part of this movement in whatever way that you choose to be. And it is with deep gratitude that I'm saying thank you for being a part of my life, the community, and the movement. Talk to you soon. Bye. Did you know that mindful self-care is your birthright and your superpower for being the real you and serving others in your life, relationships, and career? You get 1,440 minutes each day. You are worth 45 minutes of mindful self-care twice a month. That's right. I want you to commit to 45 minutes of mindful self-care twice a month with my support during the Thriving Mindfully Academy's mindful self-care classes that are offered on the second and the fourth Mondays of each month. Join me on September 11th, 25th, October 9th, 23rd, November 13th, and 27th, and the last class is December 11th from 8 to 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. Go to anandaleeke.com/movement to get your ticket. Register now, and I'll see you in the monthly Thriving Mindfully Academy's Mindful Self-Care class. See you then. Bye. I'm super excited to offer the Soft as Fuck Sunday series in DC. That's right. If you're in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area on September 24th, or December 10th, join me for an amazing afternoon of meditation, journaling, intention setting, drawing, community sharing with a sound bath meditation, moon and seasonal wisdom, and me holding sacred space for you to connect with the autumn equinox on September 24th from 2 to 3 p.m. and to prepare for the winter solstice on December 10th from 2 to 3 p.m. All of these classes will be held at Key Kratom CBDT, 1517 U Street Northwest in DC. You can go to anandaleeke.com/soft to get your tickets for $23. I'll see you at Soft as Fuck Sundays. Bye. I'm super excited to offer the Soft as Fuck Sunday series in DC. That's right. If you're in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area on September 24th or December 10th, join me for an amazing afternoon of meditation, journaling, intention setting, drawing, community sharing with a sound bath meditation, moon and seasonal wisdom, and me holding sacred space for you to connect with the autumn equinox on September 24th from 2 to 3 p.m. and to prepare for the winter solstice on December 10th from 2 to 3 p.m. All of these classes will be held at Key Kratom CBDT, 1517 U Street Northwest in DC. You can go to anandaleeke.com/soft to get your tickets for $23. I'll see you at Soft as Fuck Sundays. Bye. One of the ways that I've been able to prepare myself and to take action from a grounded place in my body, in my breath, in my life is through human design. Human design is an amazing self-empowerment, and it's IN-POWERMENT, empowerment, because it's from the inside out. It's a self-empowerment and self-discovery tool that was introduced to me in 2021 through a coaching experience. And over the past 2 years, I have experimented with it and integrated it into my life, my relationships, and my career and my business. And it is a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong experiment. I am now bringing it into a space where I'm offering it to folks like you to support you in preparing yourself and taking action in your life, your relationships, and your career and business. It marries my thriving mindfully, heart-centered approach to being present well in the real you. And I use it with my coaching clients. I use it with the Thriving Mindfully Academy members. And now I want to invite you to explore it with me as your human design doula. In human design, you are called to give birth, if you will, to yourself, the real you. And we do that every single day. We do it every single moment. We get 1,440 minutes each and every day. And in each minute, you're birthing yourself. I mean, you're always changing. You're always growing. And so in order to navigate that process, I'm here acting as a doula, someone who can midwife you through this experience, help you understand what human design is based on where you are in your life, help you take the parts of human design that resonate with you the most because at different times, different things resonate with us, and help you understand it, help you see how you can use it as a tool to connect with your own body's awareness and wisdom. If you're interested, I want to invite you to visit my website. Go to anandaleeke.com/human design to learn more about how we can work together. I offer 2 types of readings. There's the basic reading, and then there's a more advanced reading once you have an understanding of human design. Check it out. There's also a video that walks you through my own human design experience and gives you some basic information about human design. There are other podcast episodes for the Thriving Mindfully podcast that you can check out. Just go to anandaleeke.com/podcast, or wherever you find this podcast, you can look and see in the archive the human design episodes. So I look forward to connecting with you more about human design. If you're looking for ways to inspire and empower yourself to be present well in the real you, and you want to take advantage of some of the things that I use, check out my Amazon store. Go to amazon.com/shop/Ananda Leeke, and there you'll find the Thriving Mindfully store, which is filled with recommendations on things that I have used in my own life, relationships, and career to be present well in the real me. Check out my 3 mindfulness books: my yoga and self-love inspired novel, Love's Troubadours, my mindful creativity memoir, That Which Awakens Me, and my mindful technology memoir, Digital Sisterhood, in addition to various books, various products, essential oils, crystals, wisdom card decks, all kinds of things that I've used in my own life and spiritual and self-care practices to be who I am today, including the sound bowls that I use, the koshi chimes, the ocean drum, you name it, it's there. Check it out. Thank you for patronizing me on Amazon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to the Thriving Mindfully podcast. If you're ready to be inspired and empowered with my coaching support, join me in the Thriving Mindfully Academy. Visit anandaleeke.com/academy. Now, if you're ready to dive deeper and move past your comfort zone with my one-on-one coaching program, book a discovery call with me today. Visit anandaleeke.com. If you need something juicy to read, check out my 3 mindfulness books: Love's Troubadours, a self-love and yoga-inspired novel; That Which Awakens Me, a mindful creativity memoir; and Digital Sisterhood, a mindful technology memoir. Go to anandaleeke.com/books. All of my books are available on Amazon.com. Well, that about wraps us up. And as I always like to say, may we all continue to embrace thriving mindfully in everything that we think, feel, say, and do. See you next time.